Gwen. She said, do your thing. Don't listen to him. So I'm going to do just that. You've talked about my husband being a very calm person. And I've got a little story before I begin, some personal things I'd like to share. We were going to our very favorite place in Mexico, and all of a sudden there was this explosion. And everybody got quiet on the airplane. And I'm sitting there just trying to keep it together. And I'm looking around at the expressions of people. And then my husband had always said, you have to look at the flight attendants. If they're calm, you have nothing to worry about. Well, they were running up and down the aisle. So I thought I was gonna lose it. My husband says, honey, just relax. That's him. He didn't get ruffled. He didn't show any signs of it being some sort of emergency. And we were descending fast. So that's him. And I understand, and I've listened to you. That's the person he is at work as well. That is truly his personality. I made a few notes. First, Gwen, we cannot thank you enough. My husband was going to pack up his things and just say goodbye. I said, well, do you want to have a celebration? He said, no, I'll just come on home. We were in Mexico, and he received this email, and he came to me with this very strange look on his face. And he said, guess what? I said, what? He said, they want to give me a party. He says, what do you think? I said, that is truly awesome. I said, that is wonderful. So here you are today. We thank you, and I know in his own very special way, he will thank each one of you for taking your time to be here on such a beautiful, beautiful day when, of course, you could have been with your families and you could have been someplace else. This means the world to him. My notes, very quickly. When we were in high school, African American students, the fellas, were tracked to go to the factory. And Marvin and I shared the same counselor. Young ladies, we were tracked, of course, to go to college. So Marvin went home and he said to his mother, Mrs. Finch recommends that I go to the factory. And she said to him, Mom, Graham, would you let us see where you are? She said to him, who are you going to listen to? Are you going to listen to your high school counselor, or are you going to listen to me? Well, the summer in the factory, number one, told him that wasn't what he was cut out to do. And the second thing, he went to earn some money so he could do what his mother said, begin his journey. And he started at the community college. And then he went on to go to Michigan State. And he's been on a roll ever since. But he took a stop along the way. Park Davis, who was known for never hiring African Americans, hired him as the second pharmaceutical salesman. And along the way, he met the most terrific people. I can name a few, and I don't want to forget anybody, but Dr. Heidelberg, Dr. Claude Young, Dr. Barbara Rose Lee, and his mentor to this day, Dr. Anderson. They realized what sort of person he was. And they said, you gotta live your dream. And during conversations, they knew that he ultimately wanted to be a physician. He was the old man in his class, but that didn't matter. Marvin was focused, he was determined, he had faith, he had family, and he knew, despite some of those persons who thought that at his age, the spot that he held should have gone to some younger student. So he knew, and in fact, I think Dr. Lee said, don't mess up. Well, Marvin was not